Class, all 12, present yourself for graduation.
Forward, march! Hi-ho, Border Patrol!
Hi-ho, Border Patrol!
Early morning, ready to go!
Early morning, ready to go!
Laying in to stop the love!
Laying in to stop the love! Hey!
Early in the morning!
So early in the morning!
Omaha in the sky!
Omaha in the sky!
Border Patrol is riding high!
Border Patrol is riding high!
ATVs are passing by!
ATVs are passing by! Hey!
Early in the morning!
So early in the morning!
Class, halt!
Honor first!
All uniform personnel, read! Attend! Move! Present! On!
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order! On! All uniform personnel, at ease.
All, please be seated.
class, seats!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of Class 1212. My name is Nathan Hill. I'm a Special Operations Supervisor here at the Border Patrol Academy, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for today's graduation. I would like to welcome all the family and friends who are here today to share in this important milestone. At this time, I would like to introduce the onstage ceremony party. Ryan Landrum, Chief Patrol Agent, U.S. Border Patrol Academy. And Assistant Chief Patrol Agent Stephen Duty, U.S. Border Patrol Academy. Next, I would like to recognize the staff members of the U.S. Border Patrol Academy who were instrumental in the success of this session. Some of these staff members could not be present today as they are busy instructing other sessions. Would staff members please stand as your name is called and remain standing? From the Operations Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents John Crosby, Sarah Cabrera, and Border Patrol Agent Sean Patton. From the Spanish Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Renee Delgado, and Border Patrol Agents Eduardo Alabro and Sarah Esparza. From the Physical Techniques Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents Richard Sweet and Anthony Weitz. From the Firearms Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents Samuel McMullen and Kevin Roberts, and Border Patrol Agents Matthew Lambert and Ruben Marmolejo. From the Driver Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents Nathan Hill and Sean Morris, and Border Patrol Agent Nathan Christian. From the Tactics Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Mark Adams and Border Patrol Agent Jesse MacArthur. Office of Chief Counsel Ogachukwu Ubanu, and training technician Lindell Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, the staff of Class 1212. Thank you, instructors. Please be seated. The U.S. Border Patrol Academy allows family members or influential persons who are current sworn officers the honor of presenting the Border Patrol badge to their graduating relative or mentee. Please stand and remain standing when I call your name. Joining us today are Donna, Texas Police Department Investigator Mario Alvidrez, 24 years of service, United States Custom Agent Barnabe Ramirez, 17 years of service, San Diego County, California Deputy Sheriff Daniel Jaimes, 5 years of service, United States Border Patrol Agent Jorge Ramos Carlos, 15 years of service, United States Border Patrol Agent Jaime Segoviano, 22 years of service, United States Border Patrol Agent Omar Serrano, 3 years of service, United States Border Patrol Agent Sarai Yepes, 3 years of service, United States Border Patrol Agent Joshua Tijerina, 14 years of service, U.S. Border Patrol Agent Alex Silva, 14 years of service, retired United States Food and Drug Administration Office of Criminal Investigation Special Agent Mitchell Tapper, 22 years of service, and United States Customs and Border Protection Watch Commander Guillermo Barragan, 14 years of service. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these special guests of 1212 a round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated. Each graduating class selects one of its members to address the audience during the graduation ceremony. Class 1212 has selected Border Patrol Agent Michael Beers. At this time, I would like to ask Agent Beers to come forward and address the audience.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the graduation of the U.S. Border Patrol Academy Class 1212. I'd like to begin by thanking Mrs. Medina, Assistant Commissioner of the Office of Facilities and Asset Management, Chief Landrum, Assistant Chief Duty, Academy staff, and most importantly, our friends and family for sharing this tremendous occasion with us. I have the distinct honor to speak on behalf of my fellow graduates and share with those that are most important to us a small glimpse into the journey we have just overcome. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to our families and that we understand that you had the hard job. I'm going to describe some of our suffering and trials, but they pale in comparison to those extra duties that you had to pick up to allow us to stay here, stay focused, and be successful. The first indelible memory that most of us can relate to is the arrival at El Paso Airport in our EOD. A ragged group of individuals all sizing each other up and woefully ignorant of the surprises that awaited us. We were greeted by a cadre of thoroughly demanding but never demeaning instructors, seemed bent on extracting every bit of individualism and thrusting us into the unknown. A long night of barracks issue, baggage sorting, sprinting the treacherous path to our barracks. For many, this was the first time we'd ever experienced this level of stress. Days 1 through 116 would, for many of us, be the most difficult challenge we'd ever faced. I believe that the best way to describe the academy is to say that every day we felt as if it could be our last day. The curriculum is exhaustive with assessment after assessment. Every move is evaluated by cadre looking for an opportunity to improve us. Each department's professionals pour untold blood, sweat, and tears into our training to make us the best agents we could possibly be. As iron sharpens iron, so have these men and women sharpened us. To Mr. Hill, Mr. Morris, Mr. Christian, thank you for braving the tower buzzing and countless pit maneuvers to make us better drivers. Our daily dad jokes and merciless nicknames will probably follow us all the way to our first payment in Donut Court. From Gomez Adams to Santa Malverde, we will certainly remember the adventures of taking a Chevy Tahoe to 90 miles an hour or managing the chaos of 6 trainees driving sedans at 20 miles an hour within inches of each other, and then executing rotations. Mr. Adams and the tactics crew, we appreciate all of the scenarios to sharpen our situational awareness. I think many of us will dread seeing a white Chevy Tahoe parked near the border fence. We'll all make sure to have a 360 and 540 for that inevitable ambush that's coming. We appreciate the opportunity to see Mr. Montoya execute his Tootsie Roll to get off the X. Mr. Roberts and Mr. Marmolejo, thank you for the thousands of rounds and hours of patient instruction to get us proficient in marksmanship and judgment. I know you're required to be unbiased, but it seems a little odd that Alpha Section always seem to get off the range with extra time for chow. But But we would squeeze every last second of training time out of our block, and I guess that's probably why we ended up taking the firearms banner. Mr. Sweet and Mr. Whites, you became our adoptive parents. Our class was certainly infamous for our interaction with PT. You picked us up late in the game, but made sure to see us through to the finish line. The PT department has the distinction of causing the most pain and suffering of all the departments. We quickly discovered that there are no numbers higher than 25, although by normal math we may have done a few hundred bodybuilders. But we kept coming back to 25. From defensive tactics, stacking, pepper spray, taser, not all of us can claim that one, pepper ball launchers, tear gas, drown proofing. The PT department has a lot of tricks in their bag, not to mention that they get us in shape for the demanding and rigorous career. Mr. Delgado, Mr. Eladro, and Mrs. Sparza, as a resident non-nativo, I don't know how you got all of this here. For some, the Spanish curriculum offered an opportunity to not have to worry as much, but for the non-Spanish speakers, this class was a nightmare. 15 weeks of grammar and scenario training with students who now have the capacity to function with an operational level of Spanish. Mr. Urbano, your patience is astounding. I'm not sure how you can field the relentless questions and random stories through all of our law instruction, like when Perry asked if a pregnant woman would be guilty of alien smuggling. Thanks for the preparation, and be ready for those tough calls from the field when Cordoba would always be counted on for having a question. Mr. Patton and Ms. Cabrera, from day one you guided our journey, helping us prepare for our coming career and guiding us through those operations classes and all the countless hours of administrative requirements. I'm not sure which section finally won the memo banner, but you certainly helped all of us achieve a respectable number of memos. While we certainly make sure that we stay in step and polish the whole boot. There is no single person here that could have succeeded on their own. Part of the process is accepting that none of us would be able to do it by ourselves. Whether we wanted to or not, we had come together to work as a team to accomplish the goal of getting us all across the finish line. That is no small task, that since we have ages ranging from 22 to 57, people from Buffalo, New York to San Diego, California. Our class shares about 90 years of combined military experience. We have carpenters, truck drivers, retail managers, college students, cops, and military vets. Remember that blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be the children of God, and now all of us have the honor of calling ourselves Border Patrol agents. Our class is special. This is the only class 1212 that will ever be. From the beginning we came together from our separate walks of life. We adopted the class name Wolfpack, not fully knowing that we would fulfill the true meaning of Wolfpack. Every agent in this class has relied on someone else to get them through. Late night cram sessions to go over Spanish scenarios, lessons on boot polishing, drill and ceremony, time management, our Tuesday night Bible studies, and some just giving friendly advice are all ways that we've supported each other through this gauntlet. So class 1212, here are some final thoughts. This accomplishment should bring forth a great deal of pride. Celebrate it for a short time, and let's get back to business. Take every opportunity to grow, learn, and develop. This is merely the beginning of our law enforcement career. We must carry ourselves with pride and always remember why we do the job. We are the nation's first line of defense for the homeland. Even the mundane, monotonous parts of the job are important because it's part of a greater calling. We must do everything heartily because we earn this position of trust and are all working for our higher purpose. On the line, day or night!
Thank you, Agent Beers. Now it is my pleasure to introduce you to Assistant Chief Patrol Agent Stephen Duty. But before I invite Chief Duty to the lectern, I would like to tell you about him. Assistant Chief Patrol Agent Steve Duty began his career with the U.S. Border Patrol in 2007 as a member of Class 664. His first duty assignment was at the Lordsburg, New Mexico station in the El Paso sector. In 2016, he was promoted to Supervisory Border Patrol Agent at the Lordsburg station. He served as the Border Patrol liaison to Operation Stone Garden and assisted in administering the Homeland Security Grant Program among 5 counties in the state of New Mexico. In 2017, Assistant Chief Duty transferred to Washington, D.C. as an operations officer in the Strategic Planning and Analysis Directorate, where he assisted in managing the National Unattended Ground Sensor Program. In 2019, he was promoted to Assistant Chief and was responsible for managing and developing the Intelligent Computer-Assisted Detection Enforcement Systems. In 2021, he accepted a lateral transfer to the Border Patrol Academy, where he was responsible for oversight of the Physical Techniques Department. Assistant Chief Duty promoted to his current position in October of last year. Assistant Chief Duty is a recipient of the 2018 CBP Commissioner's Award for Mission Integration for his role in integrating Department of Defense personnel into CBP frontline support operations. He is also a recipient of the 2017 CBP Commissioner's Unit Citation Award for his work in delivering IT systems training throughout the nation. Assistant Chief Duty holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology from the University of New Hampshire and a Certified Technical Investigator accreditation from the National Technical Investigators Association. Ladies and gentlemen, Assistant Chief Patrol Agent Stephen Duty.
Good morning and welcome, everybody. Last week I did a graduation, and just hearing Mr. Hill read my bio, I'm reminded once again that I should really cut that down some, because I am not that terribly interesting and I am not the elder statesman of the Border Patrol, but nonetheless I'm here to impart you with a little bit of a send-off, if you will. So looking out at this class, first of all, congratulations. Anytime anybody comes through these doors to deliver a commencement address, they're of course reminded of their experience going through the academy. And as you go out to the field, this is kind of your first step into this larger family, and it's something that you can relate with other folks that are out there in the field. And the hiring process all the way through today's graduation is obviously a piece of that. I'm reminded myself of when I was going through the hiring process up until I came to this academy. You all probably had a similar experience where you went through the hiring process and it took a little bit longer than you probably thought it would have or should have. It was 18 months for me, and I was applying for other law enforcement jobs at the time, and no progress after 14 months, and I thought to myself, wow, forget that job. I didn't want to live in the desert anyway. But the call came, and I ended up meeting, of course, my classmates, made lifelong friends, the same folks that are going to watch over your kids when you're over at your station or sector, the same people that are going to be the best man or the wedding party when you get married, if you haven't done so already. It's the type of friends that you have sitting beside you right now. So when I went through the academy, of course, it was a snapshot in time. The academy was here before I got into the Border Patrol. It'll be here after I retire, and it's no different for everybody else. And as you go out to the field, you will compare notes with people that have more seniority than you about what their academy experience was like. So the reason why I mention that is this, is you are here to train to a standard. You've done that. The whole time that we train over here, we train to a standard while we adhere to our traditions. So one of those traditions is a little bit of playful hazing when you get out to the field as far as how difficult somebody else's academy was. So if you trace this back far enough, you know, you will eventually find some old salty PA, perhaps a retired one, that said, well, when I came into the patrol, you had to come in and bring your own gun and your own horse. Forget those guys. It's all the same. It's all the same. There's a standard. You are here to meet it. So it took quite a while to be here. Some of these training evolutions were a little bit spicier than others, I'm sure. But nonetheless, you met the standard. You're here, and congratulations to you. To the families, this took a minute. It's 117 training days. Works out to be about 173, 175 calendar days, depending on how the holidays fall. So we appreciate your love and support for these folks that are here graduating today, because none of this works without your love and support. So a round of applause for yourselves, please. So at this time, I'd like to invite Chief Landrum to the lectern, but before I invite him up, I'd like to tell you about him. Chief Landrum entered on duty with the U.S. Border Patrol in 2000 as a member of Class 451. His first duty assignment as a Border Patrol agent was the Sleda Station in the El Paso sector. In 2007, he was promoted to Supervisory Border Patrol Agent, Course Developer Instructor here at the Border Patrol Academy. And in 2009, he transferred to the Eagle Pass South Station in the Del Rio sector. In 2011, Chief Landrum became a Field Operations Supervisor at Laredo West, and in 2012, he promoted to Deputy Patrol Agent in charge of the Freer Station in the Laredo sector. In 2014, Chief Landrum became an Assistant Chief in the Law Enforcement Operations Directorate at U.S. Border Patrol Headquarters in Washington, D.C. And in 2015, he became Patrol Agent in charge of the Rio Grande City Station in the Rio Grande Valley sector. In 2019, he served as Director for Border Security on the National Security Council at the White House. And in 2020, Chief Landrum served as Acting Deputy Chief of the Law Enforcement Operations Directorate at U.S. Border Patrol Headquarters. Chief Landrum has earned a bachelor's degree in public administration from Ashford University and a master's of strategic studies from the U.S. Army War College. He is also a graduate of the Department of Homeland Security Senior Executive Service Candidate Development Program. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Patrol Agent Ryan Landry.
Thank you, Steve, for that introduction. So good morning, family, friends, and graduates of Class 1212. I would like to acknowledge all of our guests this morning, but especially Silan Medina. She is the Assistant Commissioner for Customs and Border Protection's Office of Facility and Asset Management. She's also the CBP Chief Administrative Officer, She is not only one of the most highly ranked leaders in our organization, all of CBP, she's one of the most highly ranked female leaders in all of CBP. So thank you very much for joining us today, ma'am. Next, I would like to congratulate the instructors for doing God's work to get 1212 through this 117-day program. Without your mentorship, your guidance, and your support along their journey, they would not have realized their goals of becoming a Border Patrol agent. A little less humor, I'd like to also thank the families. Without your love and support, there is absolutely no way these graduates before you could have been successful. Your class speaker mentioned it, and I will echo it. There's no way they could have been successful without your love and support and holding down the fort and allowing them to concentrate, train, and realize their goals of being U.S. Border Patrol agents, so thank you very much. Graduation day is an important day in the life of every single Border Patrol agent. The magnitude of this day is not lost on me, and I hope that it is not lost on you either. It actually reminds me of a quote from Theodore Roosevelt's speech, The Man in the Arena, and its relevancy, on your lives in this moment today. He said, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out where the strong man stumbles, where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena." Thank you all for stepping in this arena. This credit is yours. In reality, though, there are two different arenas I'd like to address today. The training arena you were all in was meant to test your mettle as prospective Border Patrol agents. You were taught how to understand and apply the law. Some of you were taught how to communicate in a different language, and all of you were taught to never quit. You arrived here on day one as individuals, but you quickly assimilated as the wolf pack. Sounds like maybe you had a little bit of fun along the way. You kind of undersold that. I think you guys had a little bit of fun too. Let me give you a couple of examples. Like the time Mr. Castro, former Army Ranger, received some extra attention for always being out of the uniform policy with his extreme cold weather gloves. How about the time Mr. Rudino climbed Jacob's ladder and howled at the top like a wolf, only to be reduced to a wolf pup when he fell back into the water and doggy paddled back to the side to stay afloat. Right? And how Miss Lipscomb responded to her PT instructors in the stacking drills by saying, "Oh, you want some more too, huh?" Thus solidifying her wolf-like dominance. In all seriousness, you might have stepped into this arena feeling unprepared and skeptical, but I assure you, you're stepping out prepared to enter the next arena. Some of you have the same feelings of unpreparedness and skepticism today as you step away from the training arena and into the national security arena. Folks, make no mistake about what I just said. Border security is national security. The road to success in the national security arena, though, has already been paved by the agents that have come before you and in the oath of office you are about to take. So I'd like to leave you with 3 lessons as you enter our national security arena with us. Number 1, always be a good teammate. Your brothers and sisters in green will do the same for you. Number 2, always protect our legacy. Work tirelessly daily to protect the legacy of those that came before you by building and protecting your own. And number 3, always remember to well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office that you are about to enter. Your country demands that you keep the heart of a warrior and the mind of a guardian. In closing, I recently gave a speech on my vision about the future of training environment and what it means for the greater U.S. Border Patrol, what it means for greater CBP. In that speech, I commented that it was my job to envision and adapt training to protect our proud legacy. As I pondered my responsibilities during that speech, I rhetorically asked the crowd, but what is the image of a future Border Patrol agent? I asked that question for 2 reasons. Number 1, I I wanted to provoke unbridled strategic thought by the audience. And number two, on that day, I was largely unsure myself. But as I stand before you today, I can confidently tell you the image of a future Border Patrol agent is reflecting back at me in the faces of the graduates of 1212. So congratulations, and the future of our organization is yours, and I know that it is in the best of hands. Honor first.
Thank you, Chief Lander, for those inspiring and encouraging words. Now, we will move on to the presentation of the awards. At this time, we would like to recognize the section leaders of Class 1212 with the Border Patrol Academy Award for Leadership. Border Patrol Agents Cody Hieronymus and Michael Beers, please come forward. The section leader position carries with it a tremendous amount of additional responsibility, aside from the same strict training regimen as the rest of the class. The Leadership Award commends the section leaders for their devotion to duty, leadership, demeanor, and professional attitude. Thank you, Agents Hieronymus and Beers. The Physical Techniques Award recognizes the graduate with the highest score in the Physical Techniques program. Border Patrol Agent Patrick Soto, please come forward. Due to the physical demands of the position, Border Patrol agents are expected to be in good physical condition. Today's recipient has exceeded these requirements, and his achievement sets an example for others to follow. Thank you, Agent Soto. The Firearms Training Award is awarded to the graduate with the highest score in firearms training. Border Patrol Agent Daniel Juarez, please come forward. This award signifies that the graduate has earned the distinction of achieving the highest firearms qualification score while demonstrating distinction in the efficiency of their service weapon. Thank you, Agent Juarez. The Academic Excellence Award recognizes the graduate with the highest overall average amongst his peers. Border Patrol Agent Joshua Lopez, please come forward. This award for academic excellence signifies that the graduate ranks #1 among his peers in operations, Spanish, and law. Thank you, Agent Lopez. The Driver Training Award recognizes the graduate with the highest score in the driver training program. Border Patrol Agent Jesus Segoviano, please come forward. Today's recipient far exceeded the challenging requirements and expectations of a novice driver. His performance exemplifies the high level of attention to detail required to safely operate a motor vehicle. Thank you, Agent Segoviano. The next award is the FLETC Directors Award. The Border Patrol Academy is a joint effort between the United States Border Patrol and the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. Border Patrol Agent Michael Beers, please come forward. Agent Beers was nominated for this award by his classmates, and the award is being presented by Chief Patrol Agent Ryan Landrum on behalf of the FLETC Command Staff. Thank you, Agent Beers. Our last award is the Honor First Award, which is presented on behalf of the staff of the Border Patrol Academy. Border Patrol Agent Shatik Lipscomb, please come forward. This award is given to the individual who embodies the guiding principles of honor and who has demonstrated through her actions a level of integrity and commitment that exemplifies the values of a Border Patrol agent. Thank you, Agent Lipscomb. Please join me in giving the award recipients a round of applause. The graduating class will now be presented with their badge and credentials, signifying that they have met the required qualifications needed to be a Border Patrol agent. I will now turn the podium over to Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Sarah Cabrera.
Good morning. I am Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Sara Cabrera, and I had the distinct pleasure of being the lead operation instructor for Class 1212. Graduates, please step forward as I read your name to receive your badge and credentials. Border Patrol Agent Mario Alvidrez. Joining Agent Alvidrez on stage is his father, Donna, Texas Police Department investigator Mario G. Alvidrez, 24 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Stephanie C. Bovee Lineberg. Border Patrol Agent Michael P. Beers. Border Patrol Agent Eduardo Campa. Border Patrol Agent Antonio Carrion Jr. Border Patrol Agent Raul Castro Jr. Border Patrol Agent Daniel Córdoba. Border Patrol Agent Samuel J. Crafton. Border Patrol Agent Jonathan Crespo Lebron. Border Patrol Agent Victoria R. Denham. Joining Agent Denham on stage is her uncle, United States Customs Agent Bernabe Ramirez, 17 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Delon E. Dixon. Border Patrol Agent Matthew J. Dorato. Border Patrol Agent Jose C. Flores Jr. Border Patrol Agent Marco A. Gudino. Border Patrol Agent Cody R. Hieronymus. Border Patrol Agent Daniel Juarez. Joining Agent Juarez on stage is his brother-in-law, San Diego County, California Deputy Sheriff Daniel J. James, 5 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Daniel Cassim. Border Patrol Agent Shatik M. Lipscomb. Border Patrol Agent Joshua M. Lopez. Border Patrol Agent Michael Lozano. Border Patrol Agent Edwin A. Montoya. Joining A.M. Montoya on stage is his uncle, United States Border Patrol Agent Jorge Ramos Carlos, 15 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Adrian Perez. Border Patrol Agent Thomas B. Perry. Border Patrol Agent Michael J. Rios. You did it. Border Patrol Agent Luis R. Rodriguez Jr. Border Patrol Agent Elliot M. Roman. Border Patrol Agent Jesus J. Segoviano. Joining Agent Segoviano on stage is his uncle, United States Border Patrol Agent Jaime S. Segoviano, 22 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Victor H. Silva. Joining Agent Silva on stage is his cousin, Border Patrol Agent Sarai Yepes, cousin Omar Serrano, and Border Patrol Agent Uncle Alex Silva. Border Patrol Agent Patrick R. Soto. Border Patrol Agent Justin W. Spiegel. Joining Agent Spiegel on stage is his cousin, Border Patrol Agent Joshua Tijerina, 14 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Joshua D. Tapper. Joining Agent Tapper on stage is his father, retired United States Food and Drug Administration Office of Criminal Investigations Special Agent Mitchell Tapper, 22 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Alberto Tiznado Barragan. Joining Agent Tiznado Barragan on stage is his brother, United States Customs and Border Protection Watch Commander Guillermo A. Barragan, 14 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Russell A. Warlick. Border Patrol Agent Rodolfo Yanes. Congratulations, class 1212. Super proud of you.
Congratulations, Class 1212. It was a pleasure. Through all your effort and hard work, today you become a Border Patrol agent and the new and bright future of this agency. Ladies and gentlemen, join us in a round of applause to congratulate these men and women in successfully completing the U.S. Border Patrol Academy. Graduates, please stand and prepare for the oath of office.
Class, stand.
Thank you. All right, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
Mario Alvidrez.
Stephanie Bobey Lineberger.
Michael Pierce.
Eduardo Capa, Antonio Carrión,
Raul Castro.
Daniel Córdoba,
Samuel James Crafton. Jonathan Crespo LeBron.
Victoria Ray Dana.
Dewan Dixon.
Matthew Dorado.
Jose Flores. Marco Gulino.
Cody Hieronymus. Daniel Juarez.
Daniel Casim.
Shatik Lipscomb.
Joshua Lopez.
Michael Lozano. Pedro Montoya.
Adrian Perez.
Thomas Perry. Michael Rios.
Luis Rodriguez.
Elliot Roman. Jesus Delgado. Jake Silva.
Patrick Soto.
Justin Spiegel. Joshua Tapper. Russell Tisnao Barran.
Russell Worley. Alonso Maganes.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will take this obligation freely,
that I will take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will and faithfully discharge
and that I will and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
In closing, I want to thank all the family, friends, and visitors for joining in the celebration of this session's achievement.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Section leader, dismiss your class for the final time.